To go white than black. Okay, we are live. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Makeover Racism. This is Ariell Ash. This is our second episode of Makeover Racism. And this is my guest today, Kim Roxie. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Ariell.
Thanks for joining us today, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
Kim, can you tell the audience a little bit about who you are for those who don't already know you?
Oh my gosh. Hello to everyone in Ariell Ash's lane and land of beauty. I am Kim Roxie, Kimroxie, and I'm just your girl. I'm just a woman's woman. I actually created a makeup line called LAMIK Beauty. And I created it not because I was so in love with makeup, but because I was so in love with making women feel good about themselves.
Okay.
And I had such a good time, like falling in love with that part of it, that when I found out what was inside of makeup, like when I read the labels,
yeah,
I was like, what is happening? Like, I'm supposed to be making her feel good, but I'm not supposed to be like making her like feel bad. Like, it's like, in one side, I'm making her feel good because she's looking in the mirror and she's loving what she likes.
Okay.
But in another way, the ingredients I can end up making her feel bad. So I wanted to marry cleaner ingredients, and also cleaner images of beauty, like what the real definition of beauty is. So LAMIK stands for Love and Makeup and Kindness. It's actually an acronym. If you look at it, LAMIK. But I'm so excited to be here. I'm in Houston, Texas, just like you. And so I am excited to be here.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming. So we're going to jump right into it. So with Makeover Racism, the goal is for us to just discuss racism. Every month, we're going to pick a different topic. Last topic was colorism within our own race. So today we're going to kind of talk about beauty standards with Black women. Like, how do you guys feel about, beauty standards? Do you feel like it's fair? Do you feel like Black women are treated equally when it comes to beauty standards, as far as like hair, makeup, just their overall image? While we're touching on that, we are going to do a little bit of makeup today. So we're going to be using Kim's eyebrow kit, just to show you guys how to fill in your brows. And then we're going to be applying some lashes today, some socialite mink lashes. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're using her eyebrow kit. It comes with a brow color and then like sort of like a cream wax that you sort of sculpt your brow underneath. And then it comes with a great brush that works perfectly with a spoolie. So we're going to be using that just to go ahead and get started. So you guys, if you have any questions, hey, Alex, if you have any questions, go ahead, or comments, leave it down below. Please feel free to join the discussion. We want to know what you guys feel and what you think. And how do you guys think that we can create change when it comes to these, what seems to be unfair, beauty standards when it comes to Black women? So
let's just call it out. It's toxic.
Yeah. Is it toxic, Kim?
It's toxic because when you are marketed to, actually 75% of beauty products marketed to women of color are toxic, number one. And not only are they toxic from the ingredient standpoint, but they're toxic from the way they try to get across an image to us of what beauty looks like. And beauty, being a woman that looks like myself, I have been marketed to skin lightening products. Me being lighter is not going to make me more beautiful. And so to create that idea or that image in my head is so toxic.
Right.
It's so toxic.
It is.
It's so toxic.
I agree. I have, do you have a story, like a personal story of like a situation where you feel like you were treated unfairly when it came to beauty standards? Maybe like dealing with like a coworker that maybe wasn't Black, like something like a situation, or just a story of something that may have happened where you were like, okay, wow, that's unfair when it comes to like the standard of beauty?
Yeah. So, Ariel, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
So my relationship between work and racism and things like that is caught sometimes on a different level. So being a business owner and a founder, sometimes, like, I don't know if anybody knows, but in the statistics, but less than 1% of Black women get venture capital funded. And I have been on a journey of raising capital and things like that for my company. And when I went out and I decided to go pitch and things like that to whether it be investors or whatever the case might be, you end up finding out how a lot of the biases show up. Just some of the feedback that you get, right? And same
Okay.
feedback someone else may not get. So when the questions you would get asked, a lot of times investors might ask you a question that's sort of like it's almost like a question like, so how are you going to handle this company? Like, do you have the skill set? Like that kind of thing, where if they were talking to someone else, they might ask them things like, well, what's the big vision for the company? How big do you think this can get? So it's like the ability for us to be able to do it just based on who I am, not thinking that I'm able to do it based on my outward shell, right?
Gotcha.
And so I think that, for me, I've kind of experienced that, and having to sort of educate others on our abilities. And sometimes, you can try to tell people, but I think the best way you can do is show them.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I think definitely, like, it goes without saying when it comes to business. Hey, how you doing, prima donna? When it comes to business, yeah, I do think it's a different, standard. I think a lot of times, especially when we're not the ones, when we're not the lenders, I feel like sometimes they want to lend or do business with people that look more like them, and I think too, that's why this movement with the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of Black people are trying to encourage each other to work with each other, collaborate with each other, buy Black, spend in our own communities, because, they're doing it. So I think that's like one of those things. But as it pertains to like beauty standards, I think that that's like a whole nother ballgame as well. Me being a licensed cosmetologist, we constantly get clients coming to the salon trying to get hairstyles that are, more straight than curly, or, maybe not as ethnic. We get clients that say, they would love to wear braids because they work out and it's easier, but they can't wear braids because of their job, or, cornrows or something like that. And it's like, this is what we grew up wearing, that came from our native country is braids. It looks good on us. This is what's familiar to us. This is what works for us. And I think it's a shame to have to feel like I can't even wear my hair how it grows because now it's a different thing if you're wearing your hair one way because you want to, or you're experimenting. And that's another cool thing about Black women is that we do switch it up a lot. We wear different wigs, and we can wear it short, long, braided, not braided, bantooed, and
but
all
our
kinds
hair
of
can
stuff.
do so many different things.
Absolutely. Our skin can do so many different things, and it's just like, and we're so many different colors. We're just a very unique race, I feel like. And I think, what advice can you give to women questioning about their natural hair in the workplace? Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Shantae is asking, what advice can you give to women questioned about their natural hair in the workplace? Honestly, me personally, I would have to, if somebody questioned me about my hair in the workplace, I would have to take it above the person who asked me about my hair. I would have to, and they would have to explain to me what is the problem. This was a long time ago. I was in the 12th grade, and I worked for Sears, and it was like a co-op program where I was worked the last 2 hours of school. I left and went to work in the co-op program.
I did that too.
Yeah, and so they had to write reports and give it to my teacher, and I had got a bad report because of my hair. And I'm like, I know my hair was always, because I did hair since young, so my hair was always cute. So I'm like, what is the problem with my hair? You know, and guess what the write-up was? My hair was untidy. The word untidy. I got wrote up at work for my hair being untidy. And at the time, that was just a popular hairstyle that Black girls were wearing. And it's like, they don't understand because they're not Black. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being so young, inexperienced, and just not really caring. I just quit the job. Like, I'm not changing my hair. Bye. You know? But I think if that was now, I would have to talk to somebody above them and they would have to explain to me why my hair is untidy.
Well, period. In so many states, people can still do that because there is not a law in place. But in some states there are. So one thing I would encourage everybody to do is sign the Crown Act. Sign the Crown Act. Contact your local and your state representatives in regards to you want to see the Crown Act passed in your state. And here in Texas, we don't have the Crown Act passed yet. And so people can discriminate against you in regards to your hair or what have you. So in the workplace, definitely, like Ariell said, going a person above. But then also, y'all, it's time for us to advocate. It's time for us to show up. We've got to call our representatives and say, we want to see this Crown Act passed because we must get this Crown Act passed. It was just introduced a year ago. I've already taught my daughter the acronym of the Crown Act. So she repeats it after me. Create a respectful and open world for natural hair. That's what the Crown Act stands for.
Okay.
And so I would just say that definitely sign that Crown Act so then no one will be able to be discriminated against, because in some states it's passed, but I mean, in more than 40 states, it's still not passed yet. In Texas, it's one of them. We don't have the Crown Act passed. So in the corporate setting, it can still happen and sort of not be against the law.
Right. You know? I gotcha. Yeah. Is anybody else? I see we have some people logged on. Does anybody else have any stories about maybe being treated unfairly because of maybe the way you look in your workplace, the way you wear your hair, maybe the way you wear your makeup, or just image in general where you felt like it may have been unfair? Like, you know, we would love to hear about that. I think that's like one of the only stories where it was like blatant, like being the fact that it was wrote on paper, like untidy. It's like, I never wear my hair untidy. What are you talking about?
And then for such a young age that happened to you, that could be so impressionable upon you and influence your decisions. One more thing I taught my daughter, she has this poem that she says, and it basically says, my Black is beautiful. My hair grows to the sun. So I told her at an early age that her hair grows to the sun. Yeah. And so, you know, the fact your hair is not going to go down like this. Yeah. Your hair goes out like this. Right? It goes out like this. So it goes out to the sun. So when she wears her afro and stuff, she can then, like, if she gets those kind of reactions, like what you got, Ariell, you know, she'll know already, oh, they don't understand. My hair grows to the sun. Like, you got to understand.
They don't get it. I think that's very important. I think that's very important because, like I was telling you the story of what happened when I was in the 12th grade, because I was raised in a family where my parents constantly told us that, you know, there's nothing wrong with the way you guys look. You guys are beautiful. You guys are smart. I mean, we were told this every day, you know, from little. So when somebody says to the contrary, I don't understand it. It doesn't register to me. Like, I'm like, untidy. My hair always looks good. With me. Yeah, so bye. I quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And so I think it's really, thank you for, the Crown Act. Yeah, I didn't even know about that either, Shantae. But that's important because I tell my children that they're beautiful and they can do anything and they can wear their hair and dress how they want it. You know, that's important to build our kids up at a young age. Both of my kids have very, like, probably what's considered the most ethnic style you can get. Both of my kids have locks. One's a boy and one's a girl. And they both started growing them at the age of 2. And they're beautiful. Their hair is beautiful and they love their hair. Now, if it gets to a point where they want to change it forever, for whatever reason, I will support them, in that journey. But, as of right now, they love it. They absolutely love their hair. So I think it's important for us to, instill in our kids that the way they look and the way their hair grows is fine. They look great.
Yes. And even when it comes down to even lip colors and things like that we wear, I've heard, before, I would do makeup for or consult with people who are on television when it comes to like the news and things like that. And so being darker skinned, you can't wear red lipstick or you can't wear pink or that kind of thing.
Wow.
Even that being shifted now, right? And being like, no, that looks good on my skin tone, right? And so finding that confidence, and you don't have to hide behind a brown. You can wear brown if you want to, but if you want to wear color, you can.
Right.
And having full lips, because a lot of times women of color, we have full lips, and so having those colors on and being like, I don't want to draw too much attention, but that's the way my lips are, right? And so me being able to show up as my full self, is something that I actually have to consult with women about all the time.
Why what's wrong with the way you're like, why not? Why is this a problem? And then it's crazy that, we can sort of feel self-conscious about features that other races try to get surgery to, but that's a whole nother subject. I'm going to read some of these comments. Malia says, I've experienced as a sports intern for a news station. They told me I couldn't wear my braids because they weren't natural. Wow. I don't even know what that means, that braids aren't natural.
That's what I was just talking about in regards to the TV stations. They will censor the way you look on camera, most definitely, all the time. And
wow. I think Alex worked at a news station. Alex, I would love to know how you feel about that right there. I think that's crazy, and I would definitely take that a little further, Malia. Definitely. Like, what does not natural mean? Did they explain to you what that meant? That's just some.
Well, sometimes people will use different expressions. So I know that a lot of times people will use words like, so they don't say it's a problem. What they'll say is, well, our viewers in Middle America, that look doesn't resonate with them. So they'll make it seem as though it's more of an issue in regards to, they named it suburban women, or put these different sort of stereotypes of different groups and put a stereotype of what that person looks like, and then say that look doesn't speak to that person or something like that,
right? Like it doesn't resonate with the audience type of thing.
So so they'll say things like Middle America or suburban women or things like that. So those are some of the code words.
So I think that's going back to what you were talking about with the Crown Act, Malia. I think that right there, you definitely would be somebody who needs to sign that act for sure. We all need to, but I think that's very important. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that later on, because something like that is almost like, what do you do, especially if it's coming from like upper management? That does bring it to the point like we need to change laws at this point.
We have to.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Prima Donna says, I love their hair so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Prima Donna. Yeah, my kids, natural everything. My hair is natural, but not this natural color. I've been going gray. I started going gray at about 17, and it just took over, and it's white across here. And so literally about every 8 days or so, the white came back from dyeing it, like every 8 days. So I'm like, okay, let me go white instead of black, because
you look good in it. You look amazing.
Thank you. But it's tough when you're a teenager. With that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's tough. Like
you look different.
Happening? And it runs in my family too, like graying early like that. It's like you don't want to be gray that early, but I mean it works for me now. So
you rock it.
Do y'all see my brows though? For those who didn't log on since the beginning, it's the LAMIK Brow Kit. So Roxie, who's on here with us, is the founder of LAMIK Beauty. Like, this was like so great for me to rediscover using powder on my brows, you guys. And I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. And it comes with the cream to go ahead and sculpt underneath. It's really easy to use. Like, this product is really creamy and smooth, and it's made with some very nourishing ingredients. Kim, what's in it?
Yeah, so I'll name some of them just off the back. Always remember, the first ingredient is the most potent ingredient in the product. It goes from the most to the least that's in the product. So we got starting it off with castor seed oil. And you know, your grandmother used to give you castor seed oil. She'd be like, take some castor seed oil so you can live a long time. But you got coconut oil, you got rice bran, you got cocoa seed butter, you got shea butter. I know we love shea butter. You got jojoba oil, seed oil, you got vitamin E. And these are certified organic ingredients that are inside of this brow kit. So literally when you get it, no worries on my end. We have a lot of customers who have eczema, or who have sensitive skin, or who have lupus, or who have different skin issues, acne even, but just whatever that is, but you are able to have something that you put on your skin, and that also, if it seeps into your pores, which most makeup does, it's not something that is going to be bad for you. So we make it with cleaner ingredients for a purpose, because I don't know if people know, but women of color spend 80% more on cosmetics, on beauty products.
Absolutely.
So we need to make sure that we're using cleaner ingredients, because it ties right into our health.
Right.
It ties right into our health.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and start applying my lashes, which is a Socialite Mink Lash in the style Nightlife. I have to apologize to Kim for not getting her lashes in time.
I know. Don't worry. I'm gonna have me some.
Yes, you'll have a package out in the morning. So I'm just gonna pop these on, you guys. We were talking about this. Kim and I were talking about this about a week ago when we did a live about a week or so ago. And these lashes are super easy to apply, you guys. How would I go about purchasing? LAMIK Beauty can be purchased where, Kim?
On LAMIKBeauty.com, LAMIKBEAUTY, and it's a quiz on our website. So just answer. It's only going to take you 2 minutes. Answer the questions, and then it's going to recommend the quiz that you need.
Okay.
It's going to recommend the brow kit that you need. The quiz is going to recommend the brow kit that you need.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then Socialite Mink Lashes are on socialiteminklash.com. And there's 4 unique styles to choose from, so you will not be overwhelmed. There's a style for everybody. Look
how easy you just pop that on.
It's so easy. See, the thing is, it's really the glue, you guys. Like, if you have a glue that just sticks easily, you don't have to worry about fussing and moving around. So the glue that I'm using at the moment is the Duo Lash Adhesive, the dark one that has like the flat applicator. It's like a flat applicator, and it just makes it so simple to pop on your lashes. And the cool thing about Socialite Mink Lash is that they last an average of about 20 uses with proper care. So meaning if you don't sleep in them, and don't smush them, if you take them off and store them back in the original case, you guys, you're going to get those almost 20 uses, depending. Some people get like 15 to 20. So I don't know if you can see because I'm a little bit far away, but really fluffy, and they give you more of an appearance of lash extensions than a strip. So that was like one of the main reasons for creating this lash brand, because my clientele was looking for something that was a little bit more fluffy and resembled that look of lash extensions without having to lay on a table spending an hour to get them done. So,
and especially during a time where they have to take control of their own beauty. We need at-home beauty now.
You need at-home beauty. A lot of people, just for health reasons and to stay safe, don't want to go into these, lash salons, lash parlors, and spending an hour or two getting your lashes done. They would rather something that they can do at home. And as you saw, like, I literally popped it on in a minute. And you guys can definitely do this at home. Like, as long as you have a good glue where it sticks almost instantly, you can literally sit it down and you're good to go. So let me pop
and
this
you showing us that how easy it is to get it on and to create that. So then there we go.
That's it. Does the eyebrow kit come in different brow colors?
It definitely does. Ariel, I think you have the dark brown. I have
Yes.
the soft black. We have medium black. We have auburn, and we have blonde. So that's why you take the quiz real quick, and then it'll tell you which one you need for your brows, or you can just pick it out if you know you need like a dark brown, or I'm wearing soft black. If your eyebrows are close to mine, then you can just pick that one right up, and then you have the little sculpting cream underneath.
Right. I can say, okay, so I have the dark brown one, and when I saw it, you guys see how light my hair color is, and I saw this color, I'm like, oh, this is probably, you know, too dark. And then like when I actually used it and filled in my brows with it, you guys, I've been using this ever since for like about a week. Like, I don't think it's too harsh, very easy to use, and the sculpting cream underneath is so smooth. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but I just got like one of these type brushes and literally swoop, tapped it with my finger to blend, and that was it. Like, it's really creamy and smooth. It's definitely beginner friendly. I know a lot of you guys are kind of worried, like, oh, I don't want to you know, buy this makeup where I'm getting too many steps and it's gonna be too difficult and too liquidy and sliding around. So it's definitely beginner friendly. I'm a teacher. Do you have a shorter lash? Yes. So I have a conservative lash called 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
5. Yes. So my sister's a teacher as well. And it was she was kind of sort of like some of the inspiration in me creating 9 to 5, because I know a lot of teachers and professional women need something shorter and a little bit more conservative. So with 9 to 5, you still get that flirty, fluffy look, but it's shorter and not as dark. So it looks very natural. Very natural. I think you may like it.
I've seen it 9 to 5 before. And like you said, it's perfect for like that little natural lash. But still show up on camera and kind of look like, oh, hey, teacher, how you doing?
Yes, a little flirty. Hey, teacher. Yes, okay. Lakeisha says I'm definitely going to get, but perfect, Keisha. I think you will love them. So you can just purchase them on socialiteminklash.com.
Awesome. Hey, Keisha.
Yes. So you guys, do you guys have any further questions or comments before we log off today?
Yes. This has been great. Ariel.
It has. Yes. I always enjoy this. Our second conversation, and it's even better than the last. Yes. And it's great to hear like input from somebody else in the industry and somebody else in business as well. You know, to know, and two, you guys who are logged on listening, because it's like, wow, you know, a lot of us are going through the same thing when it comes to like the workplace or just business in general, like when dealing with image and just being a Black woman and how do you deal with it and make a change. So I encourage you guys to look up the Crown Act.
The Crown Act.
Look up the Crown Act. I encourage you guys to look up the Crown Act. I'm going to look a little bit further into it. So I'm pretty sure the next Makeover Racism next month, I'm going to be speaking a little bit more about that.
Awesome.
What would you both recommend for beginners for lashes and brows? So lashes, definitely Socialite Mink Lash is a great
9 to 5.
lash you and get the style 9 to 5. That's the shortest, most conservative one. The band is made with cotton, so it's very easy to pliable to bend to your eye. So that's a good one. And then brow kit is definitely the LAMIK Beauty Brow Kit, you guys. It's very smooth and easy to apply. The brush that comes with it is essential. It's essential. That's what's gonna help you. The tools is everything when it comes to this. So yeah, try this out. And
remember that our eyes are everything right now. So your lash, your brows, because think about it, when you got to put that mask, when you put that mask on, you know, all I can see is my eyes, right? Yeah. And so just, you know, and even when you show up on camera, your brows frame 75% of your face, and then you got those lashes. I mean, like that would just make your whole look, right? Because if you're a teacher, you're doing virtual learning, you want to show up to where the students be like, oh, hey, I'm excited to be at class, right? My teacher is here. He looks great, you know? Yes. So it's like one of those things where, but it's great for beginner. Like you said, you can start off there.
Very beginner friendly. There's no fuss about it. I would definitely recommend that. So you guys, we are going to bring this to a close. I want to thank everybody for logging on today. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you,
Kim, for
Ariell.
participating, being my first guest with Makeover Racism. I
Awesome.
look forward to meeting with you again on other projects, hopefully in the future. And everybody else, Kim, where can they follow you at?
They can follow us on Instagram at LAMIK Beauty, LAMIK Beauty.
Yes, and I'm on Instagram at Ariell Ash _official. So thank you guys for watching. If you missed any of this, it will be on my YouTube channel, Ariell Ash YouTube channel. As soon as we log off, it'll be on there to watch anytime. Share it with your friends, you guys. And until next time, thank you so much for logging on. Bye.